You
You
don't.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't have
All
to talk
right.
about that guy.
We are
named
going to
Sample
start
or Scotty
the
Miller.
week
I think that's
4
what
preview
I'm gonna-
show, week 5 preview, week 4 recap of the week. Interesting week, a lot of interesting games. The standings is going to look interesting when we show that here in a minute. Real quickly, this will be a quick vote as Pook has brought up a option this morning that I thought was somewhat interesting and valid, so I want to get
Good
the
job,
opinion
Pookie.
of everyone.
Fucking Pookley.
Want to see. I kind of know how I think this is going to go, but it's a quick vote. You either say yes or no to the
Yay or
idea
nay?
of if the season is canceled at any point this year, if someone is mathematically eliminated, meaning they cannot make the playoffs at that point, even if they won all the rest of their games, they couldn't make the playoffs, do they get their entry fee back or not? If they don't get their entry fee back and we vote for that, then it would be equally distributed to everyone else that is still mathematically possible of making the playoffs because they would get their money back for having the season canceled. That is what was proposed this morning. That is what we're going to vote on. I think it is valid enough, and I see what you're saying, because if it's week 12, which is like 1 week or the week before the season ends, and someone's mathematically eliminated and they got to play 12 weeks of fantasy, then I think it's kind of weird that they do get their money back for that because they've already played the whole season and was trash and wasn't going to make the playoffs. So I will vote yes for it, just because of that
Fucking
reason.
Republican.
Pook, what is your vote?
I'm voting yes.
Okay, that
Fucking
is
bitch
two.
ass.
Zach.
Wait, what's yes? They don't.
Yes
get their
is
money
for
back?
Nay.
they do not get their money
Ernie,
back
we're
and it
nay.
gets equally
We're
distributed.
nay.
Okay, Zach.
Zach
Or-
is nay. That's 2-1. Ernie,
Nay.
that's 2-2. Let's see.
Wait, I
Pete?
need to explain.
Okay.
I can't
Cheese,
leave
hold
me
on.
position to
I
vote
need the
with
yes
Zach
and
and
no
Ernie.
explained to me.
Cheese.
I
Okay.
vote no because it's not fair. Because you
Okay.
before we put the money in, you said it was gonna be one
Two-
way. Now you're changing after people already paid.
2
That's
to
not
3.
right.
I'm not changing it. We're voting.
I'm
Yeah,
voting
you
for
are.
See if
the.
we want to
You're
change.
voting to
voting.
change it.
We are voting to
voting-
see if you want to change. I am not changing
Yeah,
it.
Pete
because
Colley
you-
I
someone
could
scammer.
listen.
Ironic.
Hey, how about this? How about this? How about this? I just
We are-
stop
we
the
are
vote and
voting.
I
We're
change it
voting.
right now and say it's that
Ironic.
way. I could do that. That would be me changing it. I am not changing it. I am
Ironic.
opening the vote. I could just say fuck the vote and say it is that way. Would you like that, Pete?
Ooh.
No.
Oh
Okay.
shit, Pete,
So
shut the fuck
3
up.
to 2. Jesus fucking Christ. You started out saying this
We're gonna-
morning
we're
that
gonna
you
win
did.
this vote.
You started out saying this morning that you were
He
going to
didn't
give up
say
your
that.
money.
He
Yes,
didn't
you
say
did.
that.
And now all of a
Yeah,
sudden
he
you've
did.
done a
Screenshot
180
proof.
because you think you got
Yeah, that
screwed
was-
last
That's a
week,
screenshot.
and now you want
I
to try
just
to
don't
blame
think
me
it's right.
saying
I don't
that
wanna
I
hurt
got
on
that
the
I'm
dog. I just don't
changing it.
think
I'm
it's
not
right. Just
changing it. We're
shut up.
opening a vote.
This is like
Shut
the
the hell up.
presidential debate last week.
3 to
Shut the
2.
fuck up.
Hunter.
Nay.
4 to
Nice,
2.
Hunter.
Slaps.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Stupid UK.
4
Slap,
to
you
3.
stupid fucking idiot.
Cheese, did you vote?
Cheese
No,
is not
I
voted.
vote, I vote nay.
Okay.
Yes.
5 to 3.
What about we need Matt?
I
Who's
got
Matt
their
said,
votes. Matt
nay.
said nay, so that's 6. So we will not do it. Okay.
We should have done the
And
ranking
Pussy was a
Oh,
nay
let's-
as well, because I got
Let's
his.
get on with the recap.
Take notes of the
Okay,
Rickies.
so
Oh,
now
Pusa's here.
we
Pusa
move
needs
on.
his voice heard.
He already
voted
said
for
nay.
nay.
I
You're
already
good.
got his DM earlier. We
Yeah,
will
on
move
a
on.
serious note,
No,
okay, like,
hello?
can I ask then? So why are people saying no to that? Because Golf was making a good point. You know, if we get to week
Because
12,
Cheese and Zach are 1 and 3.
yeah, but if we get to
Because-
week 12,
Slaps,
and-
you're talking
Yeah,
in Discord and the
that's
party.
week 12,
Use
but
up
what
on
if what
Discord.
happens on week 7? Huh?
Ernie, no
If
one's going to
happens-
be
no one's-
mathematically
no one's- yeah, no
eliminated.
one's
Ernie, I don't
mathematically
think you
eliminated
understand.
week
It's
7.
only for people that
Mute
are
yourself in Discord.
mathematically eliminated, meaning if
My
they
thing is
won
you can
all
make
the
this.
rest of their games, they couldn't still make the playoffs.
But
There
how
was no
many is a man?
chance.
But
It's
if they
vote
only
time.
for people that are completely
Oh my
out,
God,
like,
Ernie voted and
physically
he doesn't even
cannot-
understand. Okay, anyways,
Oh my
we will
God.
move
people?
on.
Okay, how
Ernie, we're
many
good on
people?
It doesn't
What?
matter. 6 people
We're
voted
We
against
move.
it. So
Yes,
let's get
we
on
will
with it.
move on.
It's confirmed.
And
6
it-
people
Okay,
voted
wait,
against it.
That's
It's
what
over.
I'm saying. We're gonna move on, even though Ernie didn't even understand
do
what
I
he
need
voted.
to comment on
Typical.
the vote?
No, we already gave your. I already said you were.
Pussy, you said nay. GG.
Okay,
It's
we
over.
move on to the first game of week 4. That is between me, the Lord is with me, and Spurs 6, Man United 1. That game. Yikes. And that game was similar to this game, although Zach gave a much tougher fight than Man United did in that game. Zach lost 138 to 165. My team put up the most points of the week. I'm very happy about the performance without Godwin as well. A couple highlights for me. Amari Cooper scored 33. Antonio Gibson scored 22. You'll love to see that. Matt Ryan had a down game. That wasn't good. Dalton Schultz got a nice touchdown at the end, and Devontae Parker put up 21 nice points with 10 catches. On Zach's side, his top performers, he had Chris Carson get him 2 touchdowns after it was questioned if he was even going to play. Terry McLaurin did his thing with 21. Mark Andrews got 20. I prayed to the Ohio State gods that my boy Mike can't guard Mike Thomas would not play, and he decided they sat him out for 1 more week. Thank you to everyone
Please
that
shut your
made
fat
that
ass up.
decision.
Nope.
And DeAndre Hopkins only got 11, so he kind of let Zach down there. Zach, any comments from your loss to me?
You know that Charlie Brown meme or that GIF where he's just walking with his head
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
Sad. That's me. That's me.
I feel you. I mean, Mike Davis had
The
another
last
great game.
3
though.
weeks. The last 3 weeks, my opponents scored over 150 points.
Yeah.
My team has done well, but I
And
just get unfucking
you'll get
lucky
Mike
when
Thomas
the other
back.
team pops off. If I had my boy can't guard Mike Thomas along with his cousin can't guard Hopkins, I would be undefeated right now.
Whoa. Okay. Strong statement.
Probably true.
Okay. All right. Well, that didn't happen, so you're 1-3, and we move on to the next
Hold on,
scheduled
I'd like to
game.
comment on this game.
Okay, go ahead, Pussy.
God, Jack.
I would just like to say that it is completely unfair to play in a league with such a fucking douchebag. I mean, the guy is
Oh,
a fucking
shit.
mailman,
I agree.
and
Golf
he literally
is fucking
overvalues his players depending on who he fucking trades with.
Wow.
Jack,
If it's
Jack
me or
Pussy,
Pete that he's trading with,
you
he's
offered
going
me
to literally
Zach
triple
Moss
the
and
value
some
of his
bumfuck
players.
guy that I
Triple
don't
the
even know his
value.
name.
This
Pussy, your
motherfucker
trade
is
towards
I
terrible
just said I
at shit.
wasn't interested. I said I
Terrible.
wasn't interested in those bumfuck players, and that's it. That's all
You
the
fucking
discussions
suck
were.
at fantasy.
I'm not interested in your trash players.
Wow,
Please
okay.
don't DM me about trading. Your players are
Shut the
trash.
fuck up,
Chubb is
mailman.
hurt.
I know who's going down in the trade rankings
Wow.
tonight.
All
Who's
right.
never going to trade?
Well,
Zach
maybe you guys
again.
can work out a trade after the show.
Hashtag
All right,
I
moving
miss
on, we
Tyler.
have Bills to match up against Hunter. This was kind of a surprise. Bills team performing 135. Hunter with the lowest score of the week, 88 points. Kind of
Yeah,
was a
it was
disaster
ugly.
there for Hunter.
God, why couldn't I play him?
Hunter,
Holy shit.
Hunter got 20 from
did last
Watson,
week.
so that was a plus, and 19
Yeah, and
from
he scored
Hunt.
155 points. How the fuck does that does that even work? He scores 155 points one week and 88
Zach,
the next.
I
The
faced.
fuck?
Whoa, now that happens to everyone. I faced Pook, who scored 200 last week, and then he only scored 100 this week. So it happens.
I might have
Either
to
way.
switch
Called
to the AirPods
fantasy.
if y'all keep this up.
Bullshit.
So we had Watson with 20. Hunt had 19. Hunt's looking like a up and comer now. That horrible Nick Chubb injury. But then after that, the rest of Hunter's team was a major disappointment. On Bill's side, the ass getting a win. Yeah, Russell Wilson getting 20. Will Fuller getting him 22. And George Kittle came back to the lineup strong with 40 huge points. Jesus Christ. So Bill with a nice win. I mean, you take away Kittle's production, it's a little bit of a closer game, but still, Bill
Why does he
looking
keep
decent.
starting the Bills defense?
I
They
mean,
never
they got him
perform
5.
well.
That's middle of the pack. But Bill sitting at 2-2, not bad. Not okay start to the season for Bill. Still right in it. Hunter at 1-3 is also still in it. Ernie, please, or Pussy, whoever that is.
Whoa.
Hunter's 1-3, still in it. Nowhere near out of it yet. Has a big matchup this week against me. Hunter, any comments on your disappointing week? Okay, who is that? It's either Ernie or Pussy.
That's
Pussy,
Pusa.
mute your
I'm on my
mic.
headset.
Mute your mic, Pussy.
It wasn't the greatest
Thank you.
week, but
Thank
I
you.
not letting down any faith. I feel like I can still finish strong.
Okay. All right, and Bill didn't make any comments. He just sent in the picks, so we move on. Next matchup, another kind of surprise of the week. Pussy, now sitting at 3-1, scored 155 points
Jesus.
against Zombie, who's now 2-2 on his championship defending, with 104. Kind of an off week for Zombie's players. His Chiefs stack just did okay. 20 points from Mahomes, 16 from Hill. I mean, the Chiefs' offense didn't look great in that game, but they still got decent points from him. But everyone else on Zombie's team kind of laid a shit. Hunter Henry 5, Hunter Renfro 10. Joshua Kelly only 4, even though Eckler did get hurt in that game, so that may look better for Zombie in the future. But yeah, disappointing for Zombie, only 104. On Pussy's side, Gardner Minshew did what Slaps was wishing he would have did the previous week, got him 20 big points. Nick Chubb got injured and is out for quite a while now. That made Pussy take a big hit, so he did get the win, but is a little bit of a
My
yikes
God.
moving forward now that Chubb is out. DJ Shark went off for 29 points, and Joe Mixon. It was finally the breakout party for Joe Mixon. We wondered when it would happen. He finally broke out for 42 huge points. Looked good. It was Jacksonville, so we'll see going forward what happens with Mixon. I'm sure Pussy is thinking that he'll just continue to do this every week because he loves him Mixon. Pussy, any comments on your big victories? Kind of blowout over Zombie.
No, not really. My focus is on Matt this week, but I would just like to say that my team's just going to get better. I lost Chubb. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's a huge hit, but I will be making a trade. And
Mute
we'll do
this
anything
guy already.
possible to
Jesus
this
Motherfucker,
anonymous
you
source
won't.
to make this trade happen.
Oh,
This
okay.
anonymous source will remain anonymous, and
Yeah.
he will. Yeah, perfect.
Hit
Yeah,
me
my
up,
team's going
pussy.
All right. Well, maybe you can make a
Get
trade.
better, everybody.
Maybe you're right, and maybe you'll be able to get a running back to help boost your team. We'll see. Moving on, we had another surpriser of the week. Slaps taking down the only undefeated team left in Pook, 129 to 105. I don't know if it was karma, but after Pook brought out all his rankings and all his casino predictions and odds on him going undefeated, he loses the very first game after bringing all those out.
Sounds
Slaps,
familiar.
big victory for him to go to 3-1. Now a 5-way tie for first at 3-1. Brings Pook back to the pack. Slaps had performances. Jared Goff didn't work for him. Only got 11 points, but it didn't matter. Dalvin Cook went off for 28. Melvin Gordon, who he got raked over the coals by pretty much everyone on a trade he made last week, paid off for him on Thursday night, went out and got 25 big points. Mike Evans did well as well with 25 with Godwin out. DK just did okay. After that, it was kind of disappointing for Slaps' team as Evan Ingram once again did bad. On Pook's side, Josh Allen did his normal thing with 25. Jacobs only had 10. Allen Robinson had a nice game. Other than that, just kind of some averages. Chris Herndon, who Pook had to start because his, your
Because the Titans are
tight
fucking
end, yeah, the
dumbasses.
Titans had COVID and couldn't play, so he couldn't play Jonnu Smith. Played him, and he only got him 2.1 points on Thursday night. And then the big key
And-
for Pook, Austin Eckler, going down and out for quite a while now. That's a big hurt to Pook's team. We all said that Pook's team looked the best and is looking good, but injuries can creep up, and they did. And now Pook's team is coming back to the pack a little bit with that injury. Pook's been pretty active this week with trade negotiations and trying to make some trades. Ernie kind of blue balled him on a trade earlier this week, and but we'll see what happens. Pook still has a decent bench, so I think he'll still be right in the mix for that top spot. Pook, any comments on your heartbreaking loss this week?
No.
No.
Accept my trade.
Yeah.
No.
As I said, you scored
That's fine.
200 the week before against me, and then you go and put up 105 this week. Thank you, Pook. Slaps, any comments on your huge victory that nobody thought you could accomplish?
Yep, you all gave me a hard time for the Melvin Gordon trade. However, Pete has now traded away ass DJ Moore because he is ass, and I proved that the trade was the right one to make, knocking out Pook Lee for win.
Nice.
And also, I've now got the new can't guard Mike Evans. Thank you.
Ooh. Yeah, he has been
Whoa,
doing
the
good.
The new can't guard Mike is on Cincinnati. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So big win there. Move on to the next game. We had Ernie. Good luck, Matt, against Matt. Good luck, Ernie. I don't know about anyone else, but I am glad that this matchup is over because there has been nothing more sickening than seeing Ernie and Matt go back and forth with this good luck all week long. It was annoying, considering Matt is usually the one that's aids on his GG's U1. Ernie. Very close game, came right down to the wire this week. Unlucky as Todd Gurley was MIA on those last two drives with a jacket on and could have got Ernie the win possibly if he could have got some touches on those last couple drives. Instead, he falls just short as Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones did enough that night. went off for 29 huge points and 22 points for Aaron Jones. Overall, Madrista had a solid game. Odell Beckham came out with 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, and
Oh,
had
AJ
38
Green's
huge
useless.
points. AJ Green, yeah, another hugely disappointing game with only 1.3 points. I don't know what's going on with AJ Green, but he
That
can't
guy's fucking trash.
can't seem to get it together with Joe Burrow, even though Joe Burrow has looked good. Tyler Higbee, only 5. Other than that, on Ernie's side, he had great weeks again from his Cowboys, 37 and 20. The only thing that looked better for Ernie with this Cowboys stack is if he got a wide receiver. We'll see what happens with that. Todd Gurley, who is no longer on his team after that, after letting him down on that game. He did get 19, but still was rough. Brandon Cooks with a big goose egg. That wasn't good. Justin Jefferson, 14 points, not bad. Other than that, solid week from Ernie. 131 is definitely a score that you should win and probably could win in some easier matchups, but tough break for Ernie as he falls to 2-2. Matt goes to 3-1, so after losing to me in the first week, he's won 3 straight to get himself tied for first, even though he proclaimed he was on the beach a couple weeks ago. But now he's tied for first. Ernie, any comments on your tough little close loss there?
No, I said I was gonna lose.
Yeah.
Rough couple of weeks coming up ahead. Hopefully McCaffrey's back soon. GG, Matt. It was a good game. On to the next.
All right. As we move on to the final matchup of that last week, and it was a big one. We had Cheese going up against Pete, and Cheese pulls out the victory 121 to 106, gets his first win of the season to move to 1-3. Meanwhile, Pete moves to 0-4, bottom of the standings. Can't believe it. The fantasy legend 0-4. Never thought I'd see it. Tough break for Pete as he loses another close one. As we look at the teams, Kyler Murray did his thing with 23, but really didn't get the rest of that offense really involved as Kenyon Drake, once again, disappointed with only 3.5 points, and he got shipped out immediately. Jared McKinnon did have a nice game to give Pete a chance. Thielen had a really good game. But after that, it came down to Monday night between Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley. Pete needed to outscore him by about 8 points, and Calvin Ridley just laid a goose egg in that game, a 0. I can't believe that. Julio got hurt, didn't really do much, but it didn't matter. Cheese got the victory. Cheese, what do you have to say about your first victory of the season?
This feels good, but my team is now injured again, so I don't expect it to continue.
Okay, so you're not expecting to continue the wins. Got it. All right, and
I
Pete, tough break once
I'll take
again,
it,
as I know you're gonna say with Connor. He could have put Connor in there and would have probably won. So tough break with the COVID. COVID's one of those things where it's gonna hit some teams harder than others. Unlucky. Moved 0-4. I know you've been shipping out players. What's the comments?
What's the what?
What's the comments from this past week?
The comments. The comments are it's just more of the same. It's been 2020's been a bad year. Can we all agree on that? And it's just continued my fantasy team. 2020 sucks. I don't know. Congratulations to Cheese. Not taking anything away from him. Good for him. He got his first victory. GG's to him. COVID kind of that losing Connor was big because what you guys don't know is I had a trade worked out to trade Drake away last week, and then the COVID thing happened, so I couldn't make the trade because we didn't have enough running back. So that really actually screwed me more than you guys know, because I was going to trade away Drake, and he would have only had 3 points for the other person, and of course now the other person didn't want him, so I had to make a different trade. But that really hurt me in more ways you guys even know, so that kind of sucked. But not making excuses, my team is sucking ass, and got to start winning now. I got to win a bunch of games in a row, or I'm going to be shit out of luck.
Okay.
Don't worry, Pete. You'll win next week with half my team. Want to fucking buy?
Okay. All right. So that was the recap of the games. Just to take a quick look at the standings. As I said, we have 5 teams tied for first at 3-1. Pook, Madrista, myself, Pussy, and Slaps, all at 3-1, sitting good right now, but a long way to go still. Nobody is a lock by far yet to make the playoffs. A lot of games left. Zombie sitting at 2-2, Ernie sitting at 2-2, and Bill sitting at 2-2, all 1 game back. And then we have Hunter and Cheese, both at 1-3, and then Pete, like we said, at 0-4. So tough breaks at the bottom, but still plenty of time for anyone to make a run at that top spot. All right, and then we move on to looking at this week. Week 5 are going to be an interesting week once again with a few COVID concerns. We'll see what happens with those games. Pay attention, as it could be interesting with some of the matchups. Tennessee seems like a mess. But we move on to the first matchup of the week with Hunter versus myself. 1-3 Hunter versus 3-1 me. Hunter currently projected to beat me 121.9 to 118.6. So we look at the matchups. He has Deshaun Watson against Jacksonville. That's a pretty good matchup there. Kareem Hunt, now the starting running back against the Colts. Todd Gurley, who he picked up in a trade against Carolina. That's a decent matchup. Robert Woods against Washington. A.J. Brown, who he also picked up in a trade against Buffalo. That's a little tough there, if Tennessee even plays. Travis Kelce against the Raiders should be good. And then Greg Ward in his flex for Philadelphia against Pittsburgh. Another tough defense there. And the Ravens against Cincinnati should be decent, but Joe Burrow's been playing well. On my side, I got Matt Ryan against Carolina, Alvin Kamara against the Chargers. Le'Veon Bell, who is expected to come back off of IR this week against Arizona. I'm going to throw him out there against that matchup and see what happens with a new quarterback as well, as Darnold won't be playing. Joe Flacco, who I do not like, but we'll see if maybe he can just throw some checkdowns to Bell. Amari Cooper, the #1 ranked wide receiver against the Giants. Hopefully the Giants can put up some points to keep that game a pass fest. Hollywood Brown against Cincinnati. Dalton Schultz against the Giants. CeeDee Lamb against the Giants. So I'm going with a 3 Cowboy offensive stack. And then the Patriots, if they play against Denver, I like that matchup with Denver's horrible offense. Overall, I will pick myself to win, even though it is close. I do think Hunter's team is decent and could win if he gets some decent contributions from a couple of his guys, like Greg Ward, if he has a decent game, or if Gurley could do something, or if A.J. Brown possibly plays. Could be close. I'm going to pick myself, though. Pook, who is winning, and what does the Pookly Casino say for this game?
You're minus 5.5.
Minus
So you're projected to
5.5.
win.
So I'm projected to win. Okay. Going against ESPN. And are you picking me, or are you picking Hunter?
Yeah, picking you.
Okay.
Can I go? I'm gonna switch to my Xbox here shortly.
Okay,
Just
go
kidding.
ahead, pussy.
I'm gonna pick Golfer. I love you, Hunter, but I'm picking Golfer. Golfer has a great team, and he's gonna make a couple trades, I think, with other people in the league. That's gonna
He's
help.
not
his
making a trade with you.
Dramatic.
If I have a great team, then why would I make a trade?
Well, I mean, it's for the better.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
interesting.
Sounds
All
like
right.
Pussy wants to trade with Golfer.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting from
we'll
that.
see what happens. He does need a running back.
It's Pussy wants to trade exactly. You know what? I'm not even gonna say
Yeah.
anything.
Shut
Go
up,
ahead,
bitch.
keep going.
Keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
Go to the
All right.
corner.
All right. Get on your Xbox, pussy, so we can hear you a
Go
little
fucking
better.
go do mail work again. So
Okay.
Social Security
Pete,
fucking
who's
off.
winning? Pete, who is winning this matchup?
I actually think Hunter's gonna win this matchup. I think his matchup's better than yours, and I don't think Bell's gonna have that good a game.
Okay. Slaps.
Gonna go with Golfer.
Okay. Ernie.
I gotta switch it up. I think Golfer's gonna win. Gurley will have a good game, but Golfer will win.
Okay. Zach.
You know what? I really don't know. One week the guy scores 88 points, and next week the guy scores 155.
It's true.
So I'm just gonna pick Golfer because I have no
This
idea.
is my first bad week.
Have a nice night, Hunter.
Matt said he's taking Pook's picks again, so that would be me. Cheese.
Tie.
A tie. You're taking Zach's tie, huh?
Wow. Wow.
Okay. All right. A tie. Interesting.
This matchup?
Hey, I mean, it never works for you, Zach. So maybe the ones that you don't think will be a tie will be a tie. As an option. Bill said he is taking Golfer, so that would mean be me and Hunter. Are you gonna win this matchup?
I actually kind of like my matchups.
Okay.
If AJ Brown doesn't play, I feel like Gallup against the Giants is so good.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick myself, just
All
not be a
right.
pussy.
Nice. Like it. All right. Moving on to the next matchup. Another big one. 2-2-2 teams. It's always nice when you have matchups against evenly ranked teams because it makes it bigger. So one team will go 2-3, the other will go 3-2. So we have Zombie projected for 128 points against Bill projected for 119. Zombie has his chief stack against the Raiders. Should be pretty decent. Joshua Kelly, who should be a top flight guy now for the Chargers, against the Saints though. Tyreek Hill, like we said, against the Raiders. Cooper Kupp against Washington. That's a nice matchup. Hunter Henry against the Saints as well. Deebo Samuels against Miami. And the Steelers defense against Philly. On Bill's side, he has Russell Wilson against Minnesota. That should be pretty good. The newly acquired Kenyon Drake against the Jets. And Chase Edmonds against the Jets. So he is playing both Arizona running backs against the Jets. Something only Bill's crazy mind of fantasy would do. I don't think anybody in here would ever think to play two running backs on a
Mr.
team
Smart Play.
who doesn't even have the star running back of that team, which is Kyler Murray. And he's going to start both of them. I mean, it is the Jets, so if it's going to work, it would work this week.
I wish
don't-
I was playing Bill this week.
I don't know. Will Fuller, though, against Jacksonville is decent. DJ Moore against Atlanta. That's a nice matchup for DJ Moore. George Kittle, who had a huge week last week against Miami, should have another good week. And Tim Patrick against the Patriots. And then the Bills defense, who he continues to roll with against Tennessee, who that game might not happen.
Fuck Bills
Um,
defense. He has
yeah,
a
I-
dumbass defense and that kicker still. Wow.
Yeah, he's rolling with those two, even though, Bucker keeps missing
Wow.
an extra point each week, but he's rolling with them.
Every
He's
single
still
week.
doing good in that offense. I'm going to go with Zombie here. A couple weeks ago, Bill started 2 tight ends, and I did not like that move, and it did not work for him. This week, it is the Jets, so it could maybe work, but I think the most, who knows? Maybe one of them gets like 20, so it equals out and the other gets like 10. I don't know. I don't see it working out. So I'm going to take Zombie because I like Zombie's team better and like his lineup better. Pook, what is Vegas saying on this crazy matchup?
Zombie's a 7.5 point favorite.
Okay. And you're going with
Yeah,
the
I'm
favorite?
picking. Yeah.
All right. All right. Pete.
Yeah, the 2 shitty running back starting theory. That's even worse than the 2 shitty tight end theory. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Zombie, and I don't think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, okay. The only thing I will say is maybe he's thinking that because they have been so shit for you, Pete, that now that you have traded them, they will go off.
That could be.
I
I'm fucking
mean,
cursed this year, so maybe
yeah,
that's it.
That could be the only thinking between Bill's logic here,
that
and it
that
may
could
work.
work. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Hunter.
I don't know why I can't play Bill whenever he gets one of his crazy ideas, but I don't understand why he's still sticking with his Bills defense that averages 3.5 and is every game they play they have really close games that are high scoring. But
Something
I
tells
think
me he
Zombie
won't be
should
able to
win.
stick with him this week because that game. Probably...
Zombie wins this unless Mahomes does have COVID.
Yeah, there was
Whoa.
a picture that came by with him and Gilmore, pretty close. So we'll see what happens there. If Mahomes gets it, then all bets are off for the season because the season will be stopped if Mahomes ends up getting COVID. Slaps.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Zombie on this one.
Okay. This might already work for Bill because everyone, I have a feeling, is not going to go with Bill, and so then it will probably end up working because that always seems to be what happens with Bill. When everyone doubts him, it ends up working. Ernie.
I'm gonna go out and say Bill. I feel like there will be corona cases at Kansas City.
Okay.
And he's gonna be fucked.
I'm ready.
And Zach.
As long as Bill still has that bumfuck defense and that dumbass kicker, I will not pick him from this week on.
Okay.
So get rid of those dumbass spots, and I'll pick it, Bill. But this week, Zombie.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you know me.
I'm back.
I know, it's not your turn now. It is, pussy. Go
Nobody
ahead.
gives a fuck.
Okay.
Right, we
let's
don't
just point this
care.
out. All right, Pook, I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen because you're a nice
That's
person.
probably good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Between Zombie and
However,
Bill.
Fucking jackass.
However, Zombie is going to win, and I would like to just say something about Bill's team. I'm kind of in the mood
Okay.
to
Yeah,
talk about
I
this team.
can tell. I like this energy. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sound like a pussy.
Bill's team is fucking trash.
Okay. I
I
mean,
mean,
his name is
Ass.
Ass.
This is like almost the worst team in the
The
league.
irony out of this
Can
fucking
I mean
party
his
today.
name is
I mean,
Bill's
okay.
just ass team, so I think he kind of
I mean,
understands.
he has
Just ass.
fucking 2 running backs on the same team. I mean, come
I mean,
on.
That's not that bad if you run
No,
Kamara
that's
and Lat
fucking
Murray.
terrible. That is terrible.
At least
Kamara
Well,
and
these
Lat
aren't
Murray
these
is
aren't
better.
Kamara and
The
Lat
first
Murray
round.
though, Poop.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
So
in
he has a
general,
wide
22
receiver
running backs
on
isn't
the
bad.
Texans.
Okay.
What?
All right.
The Texans have fucking played shit all year. He traded for DJ Moore, who's getting outscored by Robbie
Good
Anderson.
matchup this week.
Robbie
Atlanta.
Anderson.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson's a
Who
leader.
the
I mean,
fuck
it
is
is
Tim
Atlanta
Patrick?
though. Okay. All right. Cheese. Who's winning this week?
Zombie should win, but if the game's canceled, he loses. Don't go Zombie.
Yeah, that is something we really haven't talked about. I mean, if the Chiefs end up getting it, there goes Zombie's team. But you're taking Zombie still?
Yeah.
All right. And Bill took himself, but didn't make any comments. So I'm surprised he didn't
Wow.
comment on that 2 running back display. All right, moving on. We have GG Pook, which is slaps. He's 3-1 against Zach. The Lord is with me. 1-3. The Lord better start showing the light to you, Zach, because 1-3. Got to start getting some wins here. You are projected to win 129-120, so a 9-point victory right now for Zach. Zach has Drew Brees against the Chargers. Kind of a decent defense. Chris Carson against Minnesota should be good. Mike Davis, who has definitely paid off on that huge investment Zach made,
$55
going
man.
up against Atlanta. Whew, that is a really good matchup there for Mike Davis. Should have another huge week. DeAndre Hopkins should be a get-right-back game as he only had 11 last week. He will probably go off against that Jets team. Terry McLaurin, who is questionable against the
Scary Terry.
Rams. Mark Andrews against Cincinnati is also pretty good. Michael Thomas back in the lineup after missing so far this season. Thought we might come back last week, didn't. Against the Chargers. Is he coming back this week, Zach?
The Lord has spoken to me, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
spoken to King Guard Mike.
Uh-huh.
The return is this week.
Okay. All right. Well, that hopefully will help
or,
Drew Brees. a
or
little
after
bit.
the bye week.
Oh, or after the bye week. Okay. All right. On Slab Society has Tom Brady going up against the Bears. Dalvin Cook against Seattle. Melvin Gordon against the Patriots. That's a little rough, but we'll see how he does. Mike Evans against the Bears as well. DK Metcalf against Minnesota should be good. Evan Ingram against Dallas. I mean, the Dallas defense is absolutely trash. If Evan Ingram does not score more than 10 points slaps, you know what to do with him. Myles Gaskin against the 49ers and the Cowboys defense against the Giants.
If
slaps?
you click refresh on your page,
Oh,
then
okay.
you'll.
I like to say one more thing when it's all said and done.
Okay. It still
Okay.
says
David
Cowboys against the
Montgomery.
Giants. Oh, but you put David Montgomery in against
Gaskin.
Tampa. Yeah, so you took out Gaskin, has Gordon in the
Oh.
flex, and David Montgomery, but you still have the Cowboys defense. That's really what I was asking you about.
Yeah,
Eric.
against the Giants. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just going week in week out changing my defense.
I mean, they average negative 3.5 points left. You do realize that, right?
That may change.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'd like to say one more thing.
Okay, well, you'll get your turn. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm,
No, no,
I'm assuming you're gonna
Okay.
pick yourself to win, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be picking myself, of course. But I would like to say that Dalvin Cook is gonna absolutely fuck me on Sunday night. I know it's coming. He's gonna get like 25 or 30.
Okay.
But my boy Can't Guard Mike plays on Monday night, and you can bet your ass that he's gonna fuck slap just as hard right back.
Okay.
On
So,
Monday
do you
night.
have a backup plan in case Monday night rolls around and he doesn't play?
I sure do. Sure
Okay.
do. As you see, should I spoil it now, or should
Is
we
it
just?
Lat Murray or?
It may be. It may
Okay.
be Lat Murray.
Okay. Alrighty. Yes. All right. Pook, what is the casino odds saying about this?
Zach is a minus 12.5 point favorite.
Wow.
I'm going.
12.
I'm going with Zach.
Wow, that's a pretty big spread.
And that was before he put David Montgomery in.
So what is it? Has it gone up even more? Or?
It would go up. Yep.
Oh.
Zach would be around a 15.5
Wow.
point favorite.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I
All right.
like those Vegas
Pete.
odds.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a 15-point thing like he thinks. I think it'll be actually pretty close. If Mike Evans is healthy, I think Slaps will win.
Whoa!
Wow, went the
Mike
other Mike.
Thomas. Holy shit! You can guard that guy all day.
They're not gonna play Michael Thomas when they have a bye week next week and then give him 2 more weeks of rest. He ain't playing.
Pete, the Lord has spoken.
Okay.
You better listen clearly because you're not listening to the Lord apparently.
Zach,
Whoa.
Zach, some
Ooh.
more kneeling at the altar, Zach. Pray a little harder. Hunter.
Supposed to get Cam Garmut to play.
Hunter, who's winning this week?
My internet's lagging, but
Okay, I can
mean,
hear you now.
Zach's team is still pretty scary. He averages almost 130 a game.
I hate to
I
see
think
it, but
Zach's
I
gonna
still
win.
lose.
You think Zach's winning? Okay. Ernie.
I would like to say Zach's gonna win, and I will also like to predict the actual downfall of Dalvin Cook this week.
Ooh.
So if anybody
Wow.
wants a
That
starting
karma.
running back with Alexander Madison,
He's in my prayers,
RB1,
Dalvin Cook is.
let me know.
Okay.
I think you
Dalvin
just put
Cook
the
is in
jinx
my
on
prayers.
Elliott, bro.
All right. Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeesh. Moving on. Pussy.
Fuck Zach.
Okay. So you're taking slaps.
Fuck you,
What the
jackass
fuck you
pussy.
think? Yeah, I'm fucking taking slaps.
Okay.
Fuck that
Jackass
fucking
fucking
mailman.
bitch. Fuck you,
Bitch ass.
Okay.
Bitch.
Cheese.
Yay, Slaps.
Wow.
Oh,
jeez.
cheese. Okay.
Wow.
Fucking
And
prick.
let's see, who did Bill say here? Bill said Zach. All right.
Fuck Bill. Fuck him.
Nice.
All right, fuck everyone, apparently, according to Pussy. Except me,
This
right?
isn't
Pussy?
one of those moves.
All right. Slaps, are you taking
Period.
this one home, or is Can't Guard Mike
You
gonna
You better be
ruin
fucking
you?
taking this one home.
All right, Pussy, settle down.
I have a feeling my boys are gonna pop off. I think
Pussy,
Montgomery's.
just
I
stickers.
think Montgomery's gonna come back and have a good game. I
Okay.
think Cook's
Against
gonna
one of
go
the
off
best run
against-
defenses in the league.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm just saying I've got a feeling.
It's
he's
only a
gonna have
matchup,
good game.
Pook. Who cares?
You know what? No, Craig, you're playing me this week, so your players are most likely gonna pop the fuck off.
I have a,
That's
I have
right.
a,
That's fucking
I
right.
have a
Damn
feeling
straight.
that Cook's gonna have his probably one of his best games in the last 2 years. I think.
The
he's gonna
question
drop,
is,
like, 5
is
points.
either Can't Guard Mike playing this week? Which one's playing, Slaps? Is your Can't Guard Mike or Zach's
So-
Can't Guard?
Right, so Mike Evans hasn't practiced all week.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're playing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
However,
Oh.
Oh my
Chris
god.
Godwin is already out,
Yeah.
and Scotty Miller is currently
Oh my God.
questionable for I think a hip injury, possibly.
Okay. So you think he's
Jeez.
playing or not?
I think Evans will play. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you
Well,
think
However,
the
I
other
do-
Can't Guard
I
Mike
do-
is
Mike.
playing?
I do agree with what Pete's saying, and I think Mike Thomas is not going to play. I think they're going to bring him back after the bye week.
Ah.
So you're picking yourself, correct?
I am picking myself.
All right.
Also, Evan Ingram has been replaced
All
for
right,
next
shut
week.
the fuck up.
Okay.
Next matchup, let's go.
Wait,
Enough
I would like to
also.
say
Who
something.
is
Let him
Evan
talk,
Ingram?
Jesus.
Who is Evan Ingram?
Evan
replaced
Ingram
by?
has been replaced for next week. Tonyan is in the team. Just
That's
on a bye
right.
week
The
this
big
week.
acquisition that
Craig,
we didn't even mention.
If I ever did wish my opponent luck, you would be the one that I would wish good luck to. But I don't wish good luck to my opponent, so I'll be fucking loose.
All right. I think this one could be really close, actually. All right, moving on. Next matchup, we have Matt, who is 3-1, against Pussy, who is also 3-1. Huge matchup between two 3-1s. Big one here. Matt, kind of a low-scoring one. Matt is projected for 112 to beat Pussy's 92. Pussy, have you updated your team? Should I refresh or not yet?
Yes, I have.
Yes. All right. Well, let's refresh here. And, all right. So 112 to 105 now. So a little closer. Matt's still projected to win. He has
These
Teddy,
teams are ass.
2 gloves, Bridgewater against Atlanta. A decent matchup. As we know, Cam Newton has the coronavirus and Aaron Rodgers is on a bye. So kind of an unlucky week for Matt that he has both his QBs out that he has. But a decent matchup for 2 gloves, Teddy. Derrick Henry against Buffalo. We'll see if that happens. I doubt that
And
game
then
will happen. He also
Devin
has
Singletary
Singletary against
against-
Buffalo, so this could be a yikes for Madrista this week. Odell Beckham against Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett against Minnesota should be decent. Tyler Higbee against Washington should be okay. And then he still got AJ Green in there against Baltimore, riding out the AJ Green. And the Buccaneers against Chicago, not bad. So some interesting. Madrista's got to pay attention to see what happens with that Buffalo Tennessee game. He really needs that game to go, or he's going to be hurting. On Pussy's side, he has Ben Roethlisberger against the Eagles, Jonathan Taylor against Cleveland, Joe Mixon against Baltimore. Will it continue to be breakout for Mixon, or will he go back
Where's
to his normal
Chubb?
self? Oh yeah, well, Chubb is injured.
Funny,
Injured
you got
for a
fucking
while.
hurt. You're a fucking terrible human.
Yeah.
Go to fucking hell.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
Wow.
What's going on?
Watch
You
your
need to go
language.
repent right
Wow.
now. Get on your knees for one of those.
Wow. Oh, wow. All right. The Lord is shocked by that comment. Deontay Johnson against
so
the
we're looking
Eagles.
at Zach is fucking Lord. He's the fucking complete opposite.
Okay, pussy. Mike
Closer to
Gesicki
the Lord than you'll ever
against
be.
the 49ers, and Damian Harris against Denver should be okay and decent. Then the Panthers defense against Atlanta. Okay.
Nice.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. So Pussy is projected to lose. However, I'm going to predict Pussy wins just because I don't believe that Tennessee Buffalo game is happening, and that really hurts Matt's team. I mean, his running backs,
And I
his
think I'm gonna
quarterback's
be
already
making a
out.
trade, and
Yeah,
I
we'll
agree.
see about that, Pussy. Calm down. I think Matt's team, if it was fully healthy, could probably win this matchup, but I don't think they will be, so I'm gonna take Pussy. Pook, what are the odds saying for this one?
There are no odds because of
No
COVID.
odds because of COVID. Okay, so who are you picking?
I'm taking Pusa because I don't think the game's gonna happen either.
What is that?
Okay,
Who the
who
fuck are you?
bro.
Greg, you know
Bro,
what to do.
Pusa, bro.
Get the fuck
But
out
Jack,
of
Oh,
but
here.
you know
God.
Jack Pussy? Fuck that Jack Pussy guy and anybody.
Slaps, we need you to kick
Fucking
slaps
Damn,
and
hate Jack too.
make it private. He said
Yeah,
you
it
all
was
hate
funny.
Jack too. Bring him back. I'm fucking, no, I'm just kidding. Don't bring. That was too good.
What the fuck?
He said you all hate Jack too. Oh my god.
Get
All
that
right,
guy back in here.
Pete, who are you taking in this matchup?
Oh my God. I love that guy. Fuck was
Pete, who are you taking?
I can't even hear it. Too many laughing about everybody hating Jack. That's hilarious. I would pick Pusa, although I'm worried that he's like thinking he's
It's
actually
Pussy
gonna get a
Pete.
fair trade with you. So that makes me a
Wow.
little nervous for him.
Wow. I have made trades with you. Wait, that
Doesn't make
hurts.
fair trades either.
That
So good luck
hurts.
with that one.
No,
We
no,
made
he
a
does not.
trade
He
for
does not
Edmonds
like
for
a fair
CD
trade.
Lamb. I think that's fair. Wow.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so you're
So
not.
Pusa, hopefully you're not trying to trade it with Golfer.
Wow.
Can you confirm it's not Golfer you're trying to trade with?
Yeah, it is Golfer that I am trying to trade with, and
Whoa, league.
Yeah.
Me and Pussy already made a trade this week. What do you mean, Pete?
but
That's
and he
true.
does- I have offered him more
Sponsored
than
by
enough
Ernie's
for
trade
one
party.
player on
I'm
his
considering-
I
roster,
heard
and
from
he
an
will not trade
anonymous
him.
source. I heard the players in this trade, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say is yeah.
Zach, I need more information to make the pick. Can you tell me who the players are involved so we have more information?
Pete,
to make the
let me
pick?
tell you this.
We
you don't
cannot.
want to
we
pick Jack
cannot,
Pussy. You really
We
don't.
do not.
Even
yeah,
if
everybody
Matt does
hates
have
Jack.
Derrick Henry and Devin Singletary.
yeah,
you don't
no.
want to pick Jack Pussy.
Wow.
Yikes. Yeah,
Listen, that's my
was,
unbiased opinion, Pete. Not biased.
I was all set to pick Pusa here until he told me he was trying to make a deal with Golfer. I just yikes.
Are you trying to say you hate golf?
So you're taking Matt or what?
No, I'm trying to say that Golfer doesn't make fair trades. I was thinking I was pretty.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow!
Okay, interesting.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Interesting.
That was a
He's
good shot.
just slightly above Pook as far as making fair trades. So.
Wow. Wait. How are you going to say that when I've made a trade with you? I've made a trade with Pussy. I've made a trade. Who else did I make a trade with? Someone else as well. Slaps, I think. I've made. Oh, Cheese. Yeah, I made one with Cheese. That. Wow.
Yo,
that
can we hurry
hurts.
this up?
Whoa, Cheese.
All the
Wow,
trash.
okay.
This is comedy gold.
Hurry up! All right, fine. I'll pick Matt.
Okay. Hunter.
I want to pick Matt here because I like his team, but I really don't think the NFL's going to let the Titans play after what they did. So I have to pick Pusa, but I might change that unless the game goes on.
Okay, so I'm writing you
think
down
it
for
is.
Pussy for now. Okay, Slaps.
Yeah, I'm not liking Matt's this week. I'm gonna go Pusa.
Ernie.
I will go for my good friend Matt. I wish him all the best luck with his
So nice of you.
COVID situation.
All right, Ernie, or not Ernie, Zach.
Well, factoring in all of Matt's COVID situation into my pick,
Yeah.
he could have nobody playing those spots. And golfer, I want you to write this down in pen.
Okay.
I want you to write this shit down in pen right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because it's not erasable. It's already happened. This
Yeah.
game will be a certain tie.
Oh my
Mark it
God.
down.
Oh,
Book it.
wow.
All right. Let's see. So that means Matt is taking Pussy because that's who Pook picked. All right. Cheese.
Matt.
Matt. All right.
But it's the same thing where if the Titans don't play, he's screwed.
Well, they're probably not going to, so unless you're going to change it. And let's see. Bill took Matt as well. Wow. Okay.
Fuck Bill.
Pussy, you
bitch.
have the floor. I'm sure you're taking
okay,
yourself.
so after the clown picked the fucking tie like he usually does, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that my team is going
Everybody hates
to
Jack.
drastically improve after I make a trade. Even though that I'm
Ooh.
giving up the fucking farm to get this player, I will just
Give
say
up a little
that,
more,
yeah,
Pussy,
the
and we might have a
Titans-
deal. Anyways.
Well, well, no, that's not
Okay.
that's not how it works.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, the Titans will not be playing the Buffalo Bills, and I will be winning this game as he will have to start Brian Hill and somebody off the waiver wire because I don't see him starting Jordan Howard. So there we go. There's
Okay.
my answer.
All right. Sounds good.
OC gets the trade
Oh,
done.
hey,
I
I would like
like
one last statement about this game.
Yes, go.
I would like the odds from Pook that he thinks that Pusa and Golf are actually gonna work out a trade.
That's a good one. Save it for the casino.
Live.
Save it for the
Ah.
casino part. Okay.
I mean, that's my final offer.
There
so
are trade odds.
there's
coming.
no making the offer better.
Pussy. There's always
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna
negotiations.
accept it. You're not gonna do it. You're
Okay,
both
well,
too
that's my
stubborn. It's not
final
gonna
offer.
happen.
Then
Alright.
there's no stingy bullshit.
I said I'll
this
ponder
is
it
how we
for
go.
the show. We move on.
Fuck
We
you,
move on
Justin.
to Pete versus Pook. Huge matchup here. Pretty high scoring projections as Pete 0-4 projected for 129 points against Pook, who is now 3-1 after losing last week, projected for 133. So a close game. Pete really needs a win. This is a tough week to try to need a win as he's going up against Pook, although Pook is injured a little bit and does have that Titans-Buffalo thing hanging over him, so could possibly pull the upset off. Pete, with his restructured team, has Kyler Murray against the Jets. I mean, that should be gravy for Kyler Murray. James Conner against the Eagles should also be okay. Miles Sanders against Pittsburgh as he acquired him. Calvin, 0 points. Ridley against Carolina. I would bet $1 million he's not getting 0 points this week against Carolina. Adam Thielen against Seattle is also very good. Zach Ertz against Pittsburgh is a little rough. And then Jerick McKinnon against Miami. Should be good if Mostert continues to be out. Cardinals against the Jets should be decent, although the Cardinals defense is not great, but it is the Jets, and it is Joe Flacco. On Pook's side, he has Josh Allen against Tennessee. Major question marks as he is by far a great fantasy quarterback, but will he play this week is the question. Josh
put
Jacobs.
Daniel Jones in
You
if he
put
doesn't.
Daniel Jones in if he doesn't, and Daniel Jones is playing who again?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, so not bad. Josh Jacobs against Kansas City. James Robinson against Houston. Allen Robinson against Tampa Bay. Stephon Diggs also in there. Could possibly not play. Jonnu
Then Tyler
Smith
Boyd.
in there who could also not play. Who are you putting at tight end?
I have somebody who I have a waiver.
Okay. And then Keenan Allen against New Orleans. Colts defense against Cleveland. So Pook has a game plan at least for his players. We'll see what he has to do or not. It's going to be interesting to find out. Pete could get lucky here finally in a week if those players don't play. Either way, still could be a close game.
Please, you know they're gonna play if it's against me.
It could, maybe. I don't know. I am going to take Pete just for the sole fact of I don't think that game is happening. I hope it happens. I hope the game is played, but I don't think it will be. So I think Pete will finally get his first win this weekend. A little bit of luck will go his way finally. Let's see here. Hunter, who are you taking?
Oh, what about the Pookly odds?
We'll get to those.
Which one I pick?
I like.
Unbelievable.
I actually kind of like Pete's matchup. All of his
Okay.
matchups are not bad.
Yeah.
And I think
Really?
I mean, the Bills aren't gonna play, so I think it's Pete's game to get his first win.
Okay. There's a selection from Pete. Slaps.
Quickly is gonna be going 3-2.
Wow.
He's gonna get his first win.
Wow.
Yeah, the Bills aren't playing. No, they.
Okay. Ernie.
The Bills will be playing. Pookley will win.
Oh.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Ernie just enjoys watching Pete lose every week and winning it. I think that's where that pick is mainly coming from. He's just speaking it into hopeful existence. Zach.
Well, Pookley does not lose twice in a row very often.
That is true.
But Pete does not lose 5 in a row very often either.
Yeah.
Until now. That's
Oh.
why
Okay. All right. Battle of never has happened. Getting matchup here. Pussy.
Pook's gonna win.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Cheese.
Pook.
Pook. All right. And let's see. Bill said, I believe he said Pook. All right. Pook, what is the odds for this matchup and who are you selecting?
There are no odds because of COVID. I'm picking myself.
Okay. No odds because
Boring.
of COVID and you're picking yourself. All right. Pete.
Well, with the kind of year it's been for me, I normally would pick Pook, but if I'm going to get a win, it's probably going to be something crazy like against Pook, so I'll pick myself.
Okay. I like it. All right, and we move on to the last matchup of the week. Questionable season for Cheese again, 1-3. Got his first win last week against Ernie, his boy, who is 2-2. Big time matchup here, as Ernie was
Holy
hoping to
shit.
get a win at some point this year with McCaffrey out. That way, when McCaffrey comes back, he's not under 500. Could this be the week for Ernie? He is projected to lose 111 to 119. So Cheese is favored to get his second win of the season. Cheese has Lamar Jackson against Cincinnati. That's very good. Lamar Jackson's kind of been a little disappointing, but we'll see what happens. That's a great matchup for him to go off. Ronald.
Lamar did not practice today.
Yeah, he didn't practice.
It's Wednesday,
That
calm
is
down.
something to look out for, but it is only Wednesday.
Yeah, but that's not normally the case for
I
quarterbacks.
picked up Carson Wentz as a backup.
Yikes. Yikes.
You probably shouldn't have said that,
Let's
Cheese. You
go.
probably
Who
should
else
have.
do you want me to use?
You probably should have
Why
just
would
kept
I
it
back up?
quiet
I'm on a bye.
until. I don't want to.
Stafford's on a bye.
Go.
Cheese. I
have
wouldn't
literally
be
no one else to
flaunting
use.
Carson Wentz.
Hey,
if
Cheese,
I
you
were
can come slide by my
you.
team.
He's got Ronald Jones against Chicago, which with Fournette probably being out, that probably should be good. David Johnson against Jacksonville. That's a pretty decent matchup. Jarvis Landry against the Colts. Robbie Anderson against the Falcons. Darren Waller against Kansas City. And then the waiver pickup for Cheese, who he finally made a decent waiver claim. The guy that stole all of Ridley's catches last week against Carolina. We'll see if it happens again. And then 49ers against Miami. On Ernie's side, he has Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott going up against the Giants. The only way that game is not a huge game for Ernie is if the Cowboys actually get out to a huge lead and actually stop the Giants. Then maybe they don't get as many points because they're winning by so much. Madison against Seattle. Justin Jefferson against Seattle. Juju against Philly. Drew Sample against Baltimore. Scotty Miller and his flex against Chicago. And the Seahawks against Minnesota. All right. This is a tough one. I don't know about the Madison play for Ernie, and I don't know about some of his other matchups. I think Cheese might actually get his second win of the season. I will take Cheese. Pook, what does the Vegas odds say?
Ernie is a 3.5 point favorite,
Okay.
and I'm taking Ernie.
Okay.
All right. Bill wants a party invite.
Oh, okay. Can someone
Bill.
send him one? Pete.
Ernie, are you really starting Madison this week? Why would you not start
No.
Gurley? Okay, yeah, I'm taking
doesn't
Ernie 'cause
have
he's gonna put
Gurley
his real
anymore.
players in.
He,
and
tra-
he
he
traded
traded Gurley.
Bill, welcome to the fantasy.
He traded him for Juju.
He no longer has Gurley, so
Let's
who's
make
your
a
backup
private
running
party.
back?
Yeah, who does Ernie
Who's
even
your
have?
other one?
Ernie
Who'd
is
you rather run?
McCaffrey when he comes back.
Okay,
That's it?
okay, but it's in like 3 weeks, so who's
And
for this
Burkhead.
matchup?
Burkhead. So he would be playing Burkhead over Madison.
Burkhead or
Jesus
Madison?
Christ.
Ernie, hit my DMs.
Ernie, you know.
Are you
my
still?
DMs
Are
guess
you
I'm-
taking Ernie or is it Chiefs?
I don't know. I didn't realize he'd fucked himself that badly in running backs.
I think he
Yikes.
thinks that McCaffrey's coming back like next week or something. I think that's.
All you need are Drake and Evans. That's it.
Hello.
Bill, you'll have
I'm-
to
I'm starting like
watch.
half of Ernie's team against.
Bill, you'll have to watch
great.
the YouTube video, but none of us here are sure what's going on with those two running back duo there from Arizona. But you'll have to watch it. Pete, who are you taking?
I guess I'll take cheese. I guess, but yeah, it's gonna be a close game.
Okay. Hunter.
Cowboy stack is looking pretty good for this game, but that running back situation shined me away. But I still think Ernie's gonna win this somehow.
Okay. Slaps.
This is one I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Ernie due to that Dallas stack.
Okay. And Zach.
Jeez, I think you've been a great addition to the league, mainly because you've given me my only win. But I'll be taking my boy Ernie in this one, and I'll be taking the spread too.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pussy.
I'll take cheese.
No fucking surprise. You
Okay.
bet-
Well,
biased
fucking
motherfucker.
dude.
Alright.
Go back to
Biased
fucking
motherfucker.
Jesus
Isn't
fucking
wearing-
Christ.
Oh
You
my
really
bitch.
gotta say
Biased
something
bitch.
every fucking time.
Jack
Alright.
fucking pussy.
You fucking drag-
Bill, who are
Everybody
you
hates
taking?
Zach.
Welcome to the
That
party,
guy
Bill.
said it.
If you've missed a lot, but the biggest thing you missed is Zach and Pussy going
Who
at it
should
all
argue?
night long.
Big surprise.
Bill, Bill, who are you taking in this matchup?
I believe I took Ernie. Yep, Ernie.
Ernie. All right.
By a landslide.
By a landslide. Okay.
Yep.
Cheese, you getting your second win? Second in a row?
Yeah. The Dallas stack will be good, but the rest of the team kind of sucks, and I doubt Scotty Miller might not play. Seahawks defense is not going to get many points. It's going to be bad. And then Ronald Jones is going to carry the offense. Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm kind of worried about Landry though. He's kind of.
All
And then we
right.
have to see Lamar plays, obviously.
Yeah. That will be big for you. He needs to play. Ernie, are you gonna squeak out a win here before McCaffrey comes back, or what?
I would like to say is hard matchup again. Lamar's not playing, so that's a big plus. I
Okay,
really
it's
hope he
Wednesday.
starts wins. I
Literally
really hope.
Wednesday.
I really hope he starts wins. I feel it's time Zeke starts eating a little extra. He will carry the extra load for Madison. Madison at the fourth quarter will take over after Dalvin Cook gets hurt, so he will put up points.
Wow.
Wow. Better hope Elliott doesn't
Yeah,
get hurt off that karma.
I have Pollard.
Bad karma. Whew.
I have Pollard. That's why you take over the cuff.
You better hope McCaffrey
I
doesn't
will
get shut
win.
down for the season.
There's a rumor.
I will win.
Okay.
This is one of the guaranteed dubs I have while McCaffrey's out.
Guaranteed dubs. Wow. Is it a Charles Barkley guarantee for Ernie there? He is going to win, huh? Wow.
Yes.
This is going to be the match of the week. So
Oh.
No, it's not. I'm gonna
It might
blow
be
you
the
out.
it might be the lowest score match of the week. Possibly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
All right.
It's not gonna be
So
low
now that we
scoring.
got
I'm
the
gonna drop
picks
one
in,
difference.
just real quickly, last week's picks did not go very well, as the most somebody got correct was 3. Pook, Cheese, Matt, Ernie, and Pussy all got 3 correct. Then Pete got 2 right, Hunter got 2 right, Bill got 2 right, and Slaps got 2 right. And then Ernie got 3 right, and Zach got 0 right last week with his
Wow.
2 ties, and then didn't get any of the other ones right. Hopefully better luck for you this week, Zach. All right, so now that we have those done and out of the way, Pook, we'll go quickly to your Pook Casino and look at some odds you got for this week. Good odds last week. If I would have took them, I would have made some money off of those wins, who's getting their first wins. But what you got this week?
When will Pete get his first win? Because Pete has not gotten his first win yet.
Okay. So you do
this
have
week-
lines on this, even though the COVID concerns, huh?
This week is plus 200, but lines could change due to COVID. Next week I think is Pete's best opportunity to get a win because Zach has like 15 people on bye. So,
Okay.
and then just from there it just keeps on going up.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I think Pete's best opportunities to get a win this week and next week.
Okay. Then you have some individual kind of prop bet type things. Talk us through
Will
those.
Zombie break 100 points this week?
Wow.
If the Chiefs don't play, then he will not.
Okay.
But you're betting on whether the Chiefs will play or not. And then will another trade be made before tomorrow night?
Okay. Pussy, will there be
Ooh.
one made before?
Plus
tomorrow night?
210.
Is Pussy still
And
here?
then-
No, he's not.
No, he left the fire. And then will another trade be made before Sunday afternoon?
Okay.
And then we have, will the Bills Titans be played? Will the Patriots Broncos be played? And will the Chiefs Raiders be played? Because all of those games have had positive tests for COVID.
So many question marks.
The dreaded COVID. All right. Interesting matchups there. All right. Zach, we're going to you with a little bit of a different type of unbiased standings this week, Zach. Go ahead.
Wow, we have a special edition of Zach's 10K's completely unbiased fantasy football Vegas room pairing rankings. Let's get into it.
Wait, so what exactly does that mean? Vegas room paired rankings.
So basically, as we all know, one of these years, whenever COVID dies down or whenever Hunter turns 21, whichever happens first, we will be having a draft in Vegas all together. And these are the pairings I have made up for the rooms
Okay.
that we're going to be staying in.
Interesting.
Oh my.
All right, here we go to the first one.
In the first room,
Oh,
we have me
this is
and the Lord himself, obviously. We'll be staying together.
Okay.
We will only need one bed because he's always with me.
Oh.
And-
That sounded a little weird, but okay.
Moving on.
All right.
Room number dos. The cheap room for the weekend. And in this room we have Cheese and Slaps. You guys, Slaps is going to have to conserve his money coming all the way from the UK. So he'll be getting that cheap motel along with Cheese. Not sure how his travel situations are. But, you know, Cheese and Slaps, that's a good pairing right there. On to the next room. We have the tight ass room.
Oh.
And yeah, you can guess who's gonna be in here.
The what?
It's gonna be
What?
Hunter, and it's gonna be Bill's tight ass.
Whoa.
Whoa, I'm
As
with
you can
Goldenrod.
see-
What are you talking about?
As you can see, Bucker is there as well, because fuck
And-
that guy.
You gotta look at that picture of
Hunter and
Bills.
Bill. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are gonna divide that one bed up in that tight ass room.
That doesn't even look like
But
It's really small
it's a
there.
tight ass room.
Uh-huh.
On to the next room. We have the Fair Trades bunker. As you can see, Donald Trump with no mask will be in that bunker. Can anybody else tell me who's going to be in that room along with Golfer? Let's hear some names in this one.
Puppy.
Shout them out. Ghost Puppy, incorrect. Ernie, I can't tell you now. You will be in that room
Whoa!
with
No, no,
Pooply.
no, no,
Oh.
no,
Ernie
no,
getting the
no,
selfie with
no,
Trump. You
Golfer.
love to see it. Look
No,
at
no,
that
no,
right
no,
there.
Ernie, as you can see, Ernie is
This might
close
be
to
my
Trump
last
right now
show.
with no mask.
This might be my last show.
Please update the odds. And as you can see, they're in a bunker, as Donald Trump was in a bunker himself just a few weeks ago, hiding from the people of the United States. Moving on.
Bunker boy.
A closet. And in this
Oh.
in this fucking closet, we have you can guess it. We have bitch ass, Jack Pussy, and Zombie. The two
So-
most
so-
motherfucker people in
The
this.
two
Are they
softest
coming
fucking
out of the
bitches
closet
here.
every morning?
Wait, whose
Are they
lunchbox
coming
is
out-
who's in there? Whose lunchbox is whose?
I don't know. Neither of them are here to talk about that. Unfortunately, I bet Jack Pussy has a pink backpack because he's just a FFF. We all know what that means. Stupid bitch. Will they be coming out of the closet? Jack Pussy probably already has with that fucking visor. And Zombie, he might be an asexual motherfucker. We don't even know. I don't think he's talked. Okay, we're getting too deep into this closet. Anyway, moving on. And the best friend suite. We can all guess who's gonna be in this one. In the best friend suite, we have Pete himself and Matt himself. The best fucking friends. Last week they were on the beach together, sipping a Corona,
Oh my
dodging
God.
the Corona, And here they are this week in Vegas in the best friend suite.
Zach, I gotta get some clarification on this. Why do you keep putting
I
us
gotta go.
together? What's that all about? I don't get it.
I'll watch
Later,
it.
Chief.
You guys are best friends, obviously. We all know that.
You don't agree with that?
You don't agree?
I'm not saying I don't like Matt. I'm just asking why all of a sudden you're putting me with him as the best friends all of a sudden. What's brought that on?
So you're not best friends?
So you're not best friends?
Best
You're
friends?
saying, you're saying Matt?
we're
Do
you wanna
friendly, but I'm
say-
not
Is that
best
what you're
friends,
saying?
no.
Wait, you're friendly, huh? I don't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
All right,
That's
thank you,
friendly.
Zach.
always one
I enjoyed
guy,
making those
yeah.
graphics. Thank you very much. For those. Good
Great
segment.
job to the graphic man.
Thank you. I
himself.
stepped up my work this week. It was a little challenge, but I like it.
It was great.
All right, and then finally we will go to the blackjack table for last week, real quickly
I
to
lost.
talk about the hands. Some people decided to take
Rigged.
some advice and make some different hands. For a couple, or for one person, it paid off pretty well. The other person had a good hand, just was a little short. My hand finally had a good week, as even though Parker, one of my hits, got 0, it actually probably helped because Kamara got 9, got 0.9. Cooper started it out with 3. Crosby got 7, Parker got 0, and Kamara got 9. So 3 plus 7 plus 9 is 19. Looking at some of the hands, Pete got 15 on both hands. He went with the kicker and defense. The kicker got him 9, defense got him 6. That's 15.
Very original.
Unlucky there. But he didn't play all 3 of his hands, so he only lost the $1, not the 2. Slaps had 13. He played his 2 hands. He did go kicker, defense, and hit of Gordon. Would have been good if he took one more hit, just because his kicker only got 2 and his defense got 3 and Gordon got 8. So that was a total of 13 there. So unlucky for Slaps. Hunter was the big winner of the week. Had 5 hands after getting 5 out of the 6 right on the previous week. And he was the only one that it paid off. He went kicker, which got 5. Ward, his flex, who got 7. And then Henderson, who got 0.8. So that was a total of 20. He played all 5 hands that. So there's an example of a hit paying off. Didn't go kicker defense. Used the kicker, but didn't use the defense. Did a hit and got 20. Good job, Hunter. Congrats. Got $5 this week. Congratulations. Zach
He
went
loves the Hunter fan.
kicker and defense. Got 14. Lost both hands. And Cheese also went kicker, defense. Kicker got 3, defense got 7 for a total of 10. On down here, we had Bill, who only had 1 hand, and he went defense and kicker. His defense got 3, and his kicker got 13, so a total of 18. So that would have worked pretty well for him that time. The kicker and defense both came up 1 short. Pook went 4 different types of hands. I liked it. It worked decent on some of them. His first hand was kicker, defense, and his flex, hit of flex. His kicker got 5, defense got 8, and his flex got 0.4, so 4. So that was a total of 17. Still a pretty good scoring hand. Will probably win most weeks, just unlucky this week. His second hand went defense and kicker, which was a total of 13. Not good enough. And then his third hand was defense, QB, and a hit of RB2. His defense got 8, his kicker got 5, and his RB2 got 0.7. So he got 20 for that hand. So congratulations on that win. And then his fourth hand was kicker, running back number 1, and wide receiver number 1 as his hit. His kicker got 5, his running back number 1 got 3, and his wide receiver 1 got 1. So that was a total of 9 there. So a mixed bag. Pook was smart though. He only had $1 going into it, and you automatically, if you only have $1, get all free hands because you're not risking anything, because you don't have anything to risk. So you might as well play them all. And he ends up winning $1 back because he did win on the 1 hand. So congrats to Pook. Decent play. Pussy had 5 hands, came up short. He went kicker and defense and mixin. His kicker, he got unlucky. His kicker got double-digit points, so he ends up getting the 1 from the kicker because he took a hit. That's where the taking a hit didn't work, because if your kicker gets 10 or more and you hit, it's kind of unlucky unless you use your kicker in your second spot, because you're going to get a 1 automatically then. So if you think your kicker is going to score double digits, then either use them in the second spot if you're taking a hit, or don't use them. But he got 1 from his kicker. His defense got 8, and then Mixon, although Mixon went off, only got 0.1, so that was 1. So that was a total of 10. So that didn't work for Pussy. Matt continues to go kicker defense as he says he will do every week, and he'll probably continue to lose every week as his kicker got 2 and his defense got 12 for a total of 14. And Ernie went 2 different types of hands. I like it. He went defense, kicker, and a hit of the quarterback. So his defense got 2, his kicker got 4, and his quarterback got only 2, got 0.2. Little unlucky there, got 8. But then his second hand, he went Zeke, Gurley, Hawkinson, and kicker. So he took 2 hits, although we'll talk about the 4th hit didn't really work for him. Zeke got 2, Gurley got 9, Hawkinson got 0.9, so that was 9. So 2 plus 9 is 11, plus 9 is 20. Then his final hit was a kicker. One piece of advice: never take a kicker as a hit because your kicker is always going to get 0.0. So that would end up being nothing. So don't ever do that kicker as a hit.
But
if
it
you're
worked
gonna use a
out.
kicker.
Hey,
But
that
it
was a
worked
smart play.
actually because the 0 helped him from busting. So he didn't bust. He got 20. So he won the $1. Congrats to Ernie there. Well played on a different type of hand. All right. So congrats to the winners. Better luck next week. As we said, everyone will have either 3 or 2, except for Zach. Zach, you get the 1 free hand, even though you got 0 matchups right. You still get the 1 free hand that
Nice.
doesn't cost you anything.
Defense kicker.
So good luck. Yep. I'm sure
What's my
you'll DM
balance at?
your balance Ernie is at
$5.
$5. You currently have $5.
Cash me out.
Reminder: everyone gets 1 free hand. If you are able to play extra hands, then you are risking $1 per hand. So keep that in mind if some of you have a decent amount. But yeah, that's it. Good luck to everyone this week in week 5. Hopefully the COVID concerns will calm down this week and we'll get all the games played. Really, that Titans
Fucking
and Buffalo
Titans.
one is really the only one that's really up in the air. The other ones will kind of be if more people test positive, we'll see. So we'll see what happens with that. Make sure you pay attention to your lineups and good luck this week. Make sure you send me your blackjack hands by Sunday morning as well as your COVID bench if you have any concerns with that. Good luck to everyone this week. Thank you.